This is and I am welcoming you all on my channel Math-e-fobia. We have completed two chapters, real number and polynomial. Now in this series, the third chapter is pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, so first of all, we have to start the topic what we mean by equation. In the previous video, I have explained the meaning of equation there. If you don't know, let me explain it. The combination of constant and variable with the coefficient connected with any of the mathematical operation plus, minus, multiply, divide with equality sign. With equality sign is known as equation. Now we have to understand what we mean by linear equation in two variables. Two variables, let me specify it. There will be two variables and the meaning of this word is the power of the variable should be 1. Okay, so this is known as the standard form of linear equation in two variables. Ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b, c, all these three are real numbers and a and b are non-zero. Let me specify, if I say a and b both are non-zero, we have to write it as a square plus b square, which is not equals to 0. We can also write this in the place of a and b are non-zero. Now after this, we have to understand one more concept, that is homogeneous linear equation. What is homogeneous linear equation? If the term constant, that is c, becomes 0, if the linear equation in two variable become in this form, that is ax plus by equals to 0. Okay, this will be known as what? Homogeneous linear equation. Now, in this chapter, you will face this word many times, and that word is solution. Now, what is the meaning of solution of a linear equation? If you have got a pair of values of x and y, let's say the value of x is alpha, where alpha and beta both are constants. If alpha is the value of x and beta is the value of y, and if you put the value of alpha, x and y in this equation, the result will be a alpha, ax, b beta, by plus c. If this value will become 0, at that time we can see that alpha and beta are the solution of this equation, or generally we will write alpha comma beta like this is the solution of this linear equation. Now we have to understand what is the meaning of the chapter, that is pair of linear equation in two variables. That means we will get linear equation in two variables but in pair. Let's say the first linear equation will be a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. Now the second will be a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Let me explain one more time. Here a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2, all these six are real numbers, and a1, b1 and a2, b2 are non-zero real numbers. Okay, we will solve the questions related to this type. Okay, now how we are going to solve that equation? Also we have to face two words, that is consistent and inconsistent. First of all, we have to understand the meaning of consistent and inconsistent. Let me explain it. If you get the solution of those linear equations, pair of linear equations, then you can say that those equations are consistent. And if you are not able to find any value of x and y which are common in these two, at that time we can say that these pair of linear equations are inconsistent. Okay, I will explain it with an example so you will be able to solve the questions easily. First of all, we are going to solve the linear equations with two methods. In this chapter, we have to understand two methods. First method is graphical method and the second method is algebraic method. First of all, let's understand the meaning graphical method. We will plot the graph according to the given equations and check whether they are intersecting or parallel or coincident. I hope you all know with the meaning of coincident. What is the meaning of coincident? If one line is like this and other line overlaps that line exactly, at that time we can say that these two lines are coincident. Okay. So by plotting the graph, we can easily say that whether those lines are intersecting. Just plot the graph of the first equation and the second equation. You can find it out like there are two lines L and M and they are intersecting at point A. And in this graph, there are two lines which are parallel, so they are not intersecting. And the third one is one line is overlapping the second line. So how we are going to answer that? How many solutions that equation have? So, if there are any intersecting point or any common point which is on both the lines, we can say that that point, that means this point A will be known as the solution of those equations. I hope you have understand this. Similarly, if these two lines are passing, but there are no common point between these two lines, that means they have no solution. Okay, and if one line is overlapped by the other line, that means they have many solutions because they have many common points. Okay, now let me clear the meaning of consistent and inconsistent one more time. If you got minimum one solution, at that time we can say that these two lines are consistent. In this case also, there are more than one solution, means more than one common point. So we can say that these two lines are also consistent. In this case, there are no common points. That's why we can say that these two lines represent the inconsistent system of linear equation. I hope you have understand the meaning of this. Now we have one more part, that is how we can answer without plotting the graph that these two lines are consistent or inconsistent. Or one more thing, we can answer that those lines are intersecting or parallel or coincident. How we can answer that? Just look at this table. First of all, you will be given with one pair of linear equation in two variables. ABC, A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2 are specified here. If you found that the ratio of A1 to A2 is not equals to B1 to B2, at this time we can say that the lines will be intersecting, and algebraic interpretation will be that these two lines will give you unique solution, or unique solution you have got one solution, that means they will be consistent. Similarly, if you got that these two ratios are equal, but they are not equal to the third one, at that time we can say that these two lines will represent the parallel lines and will not have any solution like this. And for the third one, if all these three ratios are equal, we can easily say that this will represent the lines which are coincident and they will have infinitely many solutions. Let's understand this with the examples. Let's say we have one pair of linear equation in two variable, that is 3x minus 5y equals to 7, 6x minus 10y equals to 3. First of all, you have to write these equations in standard form, that is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. So we have to transpose 7 to LHS, that is 3x minus 5y minus 7 equals to 0. Similarly 3 to LHS, 6x minus 10y minus 3 equals to 0. Now we have to suppose that the value of A1 is 3, but value of B1 is what? Minus 5. Is it clear? You have to take the sign also. Value of C1 will be minus 7. Similarly, A2 will be 6, B2 will be minus 7, C2 will be minus 3. Now, we have to check whether these two lines are consistent, inconsistent, or specifically if the lines, if the question is asking about whether they are intersecting lines, parallel lines, or coincident lines. So we can answer this. Just try to find out the ratios. Which ratios? A1 by A2, B1 by B2, and C1 by C2. First of all, let's find that A1 by B2. A1 is 3, A2 is 6. 3 by 6 means 1 by 2. The value of A1 by A2 is 1 by 2. Similarly, B1 is minus 5, B2 is minus 10, ratio will be 1 by 2. C1 is minus 7, C2 is minus 3, minus 7 by minus 3. or you can write 7 by 3. But as you can see that a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 is not equals to c1 by c2. Why? Because the value of c1 by c2 is not equals to 1 by 2. Okay, and this is the condition in which the lines becomes parallel. The line become parallel, or if the lines are parallel, in that condition, sum of linear equation will be inconsistent. I hope this is clear to all of you. One more example is here, which is 2x plus 3y equals to 7 and k minus 1x plus k plus 2y plus equals to 3k have infinitely many solutions. It is given that these two lines have infinitely many solutions. Now we have to find the value of k. In that case, first of all, write this equation in standard form. This will be 2x plus 3y minus 7, which is written here. So this will be what? K minus 1x plus k plus 2y minus 3k. I have written here. Now, because we are given with one condition, that is infinitely many solution, the condition was all the three ratios will be equal. Infinitely many solution means the lines are coincident. Okay. So a1 by a2 will be equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2. The value of a1 by a2 will be 2 upon 3 minus 1. According to this, b1 by b1 is minus 3 and b2 is b1 is plus 3. So b1 by b2 will be 3 upon k plus 2. c1 by c2 will be minus 7 upon minus 3k. Is it? Now take one by one. Because all these three are equal, so we can equate first and last. Okay. 2 upon k minus 1 will be equals to minus 7 upon minus 3k. Just cross multiply it, solve it, you will get k as 7. Similarly, if you want to take these two things first, these two terms first, just cross multiply this, you will get your answer as 7. In both the conditions, you will get the same answer. I hope you have understand the graphical method for solving the pair of linear equation in two variables. Now we have to solve the questions according to the algebraic method. Okay. Now we have to start algebraic method. The first method in this is substitution method and the second one is elimination. There used to be one more method, that is cross multiplication method, but according to new syllabus you don't have to read the third topic, that is cross multiplication method. So first of all, understand the meaning of substitution method. Let's understand it with an example. You will understand that the word substitution itself specifies the concept of this method. First of all, you are given with two equations. First equation is x plus 2y equals to minus 1 and the second equation is 2x plus 3y equals to 12. This, let's suppose that the first equation is equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Now from the equation number 1, if you want to take equation number 2, you can also take that, but the process will be like this. What? Take out the value of x or y from this, because taking out the value of x is very simple. If you send 2y into the RHS, the value of x will be 1 minus 2y. Now put the value of x in this equation number 2. It will be like 2, in the place of x you will write minus 1 minus 2y plus the rest is 3y equals to 12. After solving this, you will get y equals to minus 14. Just take this y equals to minus 14 and put this in this equation, that is equation number 3. X will be minus 1 minus 2y. The value of y is minus 14. So I put the value of y is minus 14. Minus 14 minus 2 plus 28. Minus 1 plus 28 will be plus 27. So x equals to 27 and y equals to minus 14 will be the solution of the pair of linear equation in two variables. Now we have to understand the elimination method with an example. Now for the elimination method, I have taken one example as 11x plus 15y plus 23 equals to 0, 7x minus 2y minus 20 equals to 0. Now let's send this 23 to the RHS and minus 20 to the RHS, just for making it in a simple way. 11x plus 15y equals to minus 23, 7x minus 2y equals to 20. Now according to the word elimination, we have to eliminate any of the variables by adding or subtracting these two equations. Before that, we have to multiply or divide something in these two equations just to make the coefficient of either y or x same. Now we can say that easily if we multiply 2 here, it will become 30, and 15 here, it will become minus 30. And after multiplying these two, we can easily add them. Okay. So by multiplying equation 1 by 2, we have to multiply 2 in this whole equation. That means we have to multiply 2 here as well as here. So it will become 22x, 11 to the 22x, 15 to the plus 30y, minus 23 into 2 equals to minus 46. Similarly, 15 in equation number 2, 15 7 is 105, 15 to the 30 with the sign minus, 15 to the 300. Okay, 15 20 is 300. Okay, now after that add. As you can see, 22x and 105x will become 127x. Plus 30y minus 30y will be cancelled out. This is the base of that method. We will be able to eliminate one variable from the equation. I will vanish. Minus 46 plus 300 will give you 254. Now 127 to the 254, that means the value of x is 2. Now putting this x equals to 2 in any of the equation, you will get your answer. If I put 2 in equation number 2, it will become 7 into 2 because the value of x is 2 minus 2y equals to 20. 7 to the 14. If you solve that, 2y will be equals to minus 6 and y will be as minus 3. So we have the value of x as 2 and value of y as minus 3. This is our required solution for the given pair of linear equation in two variables. Now this is very important question which usually asked in board examination, that is 47x plus 31y equals to 63, 31x plus 47y equals to 50. First of all, these type of questions are looking like a lengthy one, but we can easily solve this by a rule that is known as golden rule for solving the pair of linear equation in two variable. But this rule be only applicable if the coefficient of x here is the coefficient of y here, and coefficient of y here will be the coefficient of x here. Okay, if you see this type of question with the coefficient of x and y are interchanged and make two equations, at that time first of all you have to do two things. First thing will be add these two equations. 63 plus 15 will be 78, 31 plus 47 will be 78, 47 plus 31 will be 78, 78x plus 78y equals to 78, common 78, it will become 78, x plus y equals to 78, the 78 and 78 will be cancelled out, you will get x plus y equals to 1. And the second thing will be subtract these two equations. 63 minus 15 will be 48, 31 minus 47 will give you minus 16, 47 plus 47 minus 31 will give you 16. So this equation will be like 16x minus 16y equals to 48. Just take common, just by taking 16 as common, 16 x minus y will be equals to 48. The x minus y will give you the result as 3. Now x plus y equals to 1 and x minus y equals to 3. These two are the final equations. Now you are able to solve these two equations very easily. How? If you add these two equations, x plus y equals to 1 and x minus y equals to 3, just add these two equations, y will cancel out, 2x will be equals to 4, the value of x will be equals to 2. Now put the value of x in any of the equation here, then 2 plus y equals to 1, y will be equals to minus 1. This is our required solution. So you can see that the question is looking very hard, but the process, if you know that golden rule, that at that time you will be able to solve this question very. In this chapter, this type of question in which the word downstream, upstream, the speed of the current, and sometimes the question of how many days the worker will complete the work. These type of questions are very very important. So we have to understand these questions. First of all, before starting this, let me explain the meaning of downstream and upstream. First of all, if there is a river and one boat is on the river. Okay, let us suppose that in the starting that the water is still. At that time, the speed of the boat was x kilometer per hour. Now, the speed of the current means at which speed the water is flowing, is what? Y kilometer per hour. Let me explain why I have given the arrow like this and this. This will vary because we can move boat in right hand side or left hand side. But in all the question we have to understand that the current should flow or the water should flow from right to left. This is very important. Okay. In all the questions we have to take the direction of the current like this. You can take XY as AB or PQ, whatever you want, but the direction of the current will be from right to left. That is very important. Now, I have said the speed of the boat is x kilometer per hour. Let's not specify the direction. Speed of the boat is x kilometer per hour, and the water flow or the speed of the current is y kilometer per hour from the direction right to left. It has been specified. Now, the meaning of upstream is what? Upstream. That means the boat is moving against the speed of the water. That means water or the current is flowing from right to left y kilometer per hour, and boat has to go in the opposite direction of this current, and the speed of this boat is x kilometer per hour. And that is very obvious that speed of the boat should be greater than the speed of the current. So overall final speed will be x minus y kilometer per hour. Why I have subtracted this? Because the boat have to face this speed in opposite direction, so we have to subtract that speed from the x, that is x minus y. This will be our resulting speed. Now, for downstream, what is the meaning of downstream? That is, water is flowing in this direction, and our boat is also going in the same direction. Means direction of the current and direction of the boat in this case are same. At that time, the boat will have one extra speed. In that case, we have to add these two speeds. I have this is clear to all of you because boat is moving in this direction and the current is helping that boat to move faster in that direction. So we have to add the speed of boat with the speed of current. This is the concept of downstream, and this is the concept of upstream. Okay, I hope you all have understood the meaning of upstream and downstream. Now we have to solve this question. Ritu can row a boat downstream 20 kilometer in 2 hours. It can travel 20 kilometer in 2 hours. The boat can travel this, and in the upstream 4 kilometer in 2 hours. Okay, now what you have to find the speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. Sometimes we have to understand what we have to suppose. Okay, generally it has been specified in the question itself that what we have to take as a variable. First of all, we have to find the speed of the boat in still water. So we have to suppose that let the speed of the boat in still water be x kilometer per hour. And the second thing, what we have to suppose, that will be the speed of the current. So the speed of the current will be y kilometer per hour. If you are able to understand this, that what we have to suppose as variable, then you will easily solve the question. Okay. Now, if we are going upstream, then our speed will be speed of boat minus speed of the current. Why? Because upstream means both the current and boat are traveling in the opposite direction. At times you have to subtract that x minus y. And for the downstream, both the boat and the current will flow in the same direction. At the time we have to add them. Now, according to the question, in the case of downstream, the distance is 20 kilometer and time taken by this is 2 hours. So we can easily find the speed. What is the formula of speed? Distance upon time, 20 km upon 2 hours. So for the downstream, that is x plus y, this will be equals to distance upon time, that is 20 by 2, that is 10. X plus y is 10. Similarly for the upstream, it is 4 km distance and 2 hours for the time. Hence x minus y, that is the speed, will be 4 by 2. Hence x minus y equals to 2. If you want to solve this by elimination method or substitution method, that's totally up to you. Okay. Now for this, if we add these two equations, x plus y equals to 10, x minus y equals to 2, y will be cancelled out, x and x will be equals to 2x and 10 plus 2 equals to 12. This way we can find the value of x as 6 km per hour. If you take the value of x equals to 6 and put this in any of equation number 1 and 2, you will get the value of y as 8 km per hour. I hope this solution is clear to all of you. Let me specify one more time that this question is very important. The meaning of upstream is the boat and current is flowing in the opposite direction, and in the case of downstream, the boat and the stream will flow in the same direction. I hope this is clear to all of you. I will solve one more question for you. Now one more important question is here. If 2 women and 5 men can complete a work in 4 days, and 3 women and 6 men can complete the same work in 3 days. Now, what we have to find the time taken by one woman to finish the work alone. Similarly, for one man to complete the work alone. In that case, first of all, let's say that a man can finish the work in X days. Let us suppose that. Similarly, a woman can finish the same work in Y days. Now we have to find how much work will be done by a man in 1 day. So we have to conclude the total work as 1. Total days taken by that man is x. So in 1 day it will be done by 1 by x. According to the question, we have to find for 5 men, it will be 5 by x. Now, now 1 woman can do the work in 1 day will be 1 by y. So 2 women, according to the question, will complete the work in 1 day will be 2 by y. Now, according to the question, 5 men and 2 women together, if they are working together, we have to add these two. 5 by x plus 2 by y. Now, these two works are only for 1 day. How many days they have to work? For 4 days. This work is for 1 day. So, we have to multiply this number with 4 to complete the total work. Similarly, for the second case, it has been specified that 6 men and 3 women are doing the same work in 3 days. 6 men and 3 women. If 6 men are doing the work, it will be 6 by x. Okay. And 3 women means 3 by y. According to this, 3 by y. How many days they have taken? 3, because these are the, if they are working together in for 1 day, 6 men and 3 women, they will do this much work. How many days they have worked? They have worked for 3 days. So the question will be like this. If you continue that, 4, to send this 4 in RHS will become 1 by 4. This 3 to RHS will become 1 by 3. 5 by x plus 2 by y equals to 1 by 4. 6 by x plus 3 by y equals to 1 by 3. If we want to take 1 by x, 1 by y as a and b, so this equation will become easy. How? 5 into 1 by x means 5a. 2 into 1 by y means 2b equals to 1 by 4. Similarly, this will become 6a, 3b equals to 1 by 3. Now, whatever the method you want to use to solve these two equations, you can easily use that. I am using elimination method. Just for that, if I want to solve this, I have to multiply 3 in this y just to make this as 6b, and 2 in this just to make this as 6b, and after that I will subtract that. Just multiply this equation number 1 by what? By 3. So 3 5 is 15, 3 2 is 6, and this is 3 by 4. And this equation by 12, 3 2 are 6 and 2 by 3. Just subtract this. 6b will be cancelled out. 15a minus 12 equals to 3a. 3 by 4 minus 2 by 3. I hope you are able to solve this. Just take the LCM of 4 and 3. This will be 12. This is 9. 3 4 are 12. 4 2 are 8. 9 1 8 is 1 by 4. This is 12. Now, if you transpose 3 to here, this will become a equals to 1 by 36. We don't have to find the value of a, we have to find the value of x. Since in the starting we have supposed a as 1 by x, just replace a by 1 by x. 1 by x equals to 1 by 36, just cross multiply this, the value of x we will get as 36. Okay, now take the value a equals to 1 by 36 and put this in this equation. You can also put this the value of a in this equation also, but if I am putting a equals to this in equation number 2, it will become what? 6 into 1 by 36 in the place of a, plus 3 equals to 1 by 3. This will cancel out 1 by 6 plus 3 equals to 1 by 3. 3 equals to 1 by 3, this will become minus 1 by 6. If you solve this, this will become 1 by 6. Just cross multiply 3 to 6, it will become b equals to 1 by 18. But we don't have to find the value of b, we have to find the value of y. What is the value of b? 1 by y. So 1 by y will be equals to 1 by 18. After cross multiplying, we can easily find value of y as 18. And x, one man can complete the whole work in 36 days, and one woman will complete the whole work in 18 days. I hope you all have understand this. These two questions are very important, which I have solved here. Now you have to do what? Just revise these things and try to solve the rest questions. And if you face any type of difficulty, just write in comment. I will solve that question individually. Okay. And in my upcoming video, I will solve the questions related to this and the previous chapters also. That will help you. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you all have liked this. So please like and subscribe my channel, and please share this. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.